We are in South Loveland, right on the border of Berthoud and Loveland.
In a place where the peace and quiet is rarely interrupted, except by this guy.
I think there might be a tornado in this. Holy
A July 20th hailstorm broke the silence and a lot of other stuff.
The whole side of this building has hail damage on it.
Brent Danner gives me a tour of the damage on his 9-acre farm.
Anything that faces north on this property got just destroyed.
The siding, the air conditioners, the roof.
But that's pretty impressive though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really bad. That looks terrible.
Good news though, he has homeowners insurance through Allstate, so everything's going to be just...
They actually made a personal call on Sunday to let us know our claim was denied.
Wait, what?
Did you think they would deny your claim?
No, not at all. They said that they couldn't see the damage and that the damage didn't exceed our $2,500 deductible, which is insane.
So, speaking of insane,
This is the easy part.
we're climbing onto his barn roof
This is fresh.
to get a first-hand look at the hail damage. Ike John Nissen, the owner of Berthoud-based roofing company RoofLink, calls this damage textbook. What do you see when you're looking at this?
Yeah, so from an insurance point of view, you're going to draw a 10-foot box, and in that box you want to see 6 to 8 hits. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Should this roof be covered?
Yeah, absolutely.
He estimates $74,000 in damage on this property. So while they appeal Allstate's denial, we meet the neighbor next door. Also had hail damage, but a very different experience with a different insurance carrier.
How long did it take for you to get a check from your insurance company?
It took 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a check in hand.
I did.
For context,
This is our software that tracks where the storm came through.
Nissen says several neighbors in this area are getting their roofs replaced, but many of the homes initially denied have something in common. Allstate.
I think this year we're at 21 Allstate claims in my company in the Berthoud area. And the first 8, that's when I reached out to you guys, the first 8 were all denied.
We filed a claim with Allstate in late July. It's now October, and we still don't have resolution. I'm hoping that this interview with you and bringing light to this problem will hopefully bring it to a quicker close.
So Denver 7 Investigates filed an open records request with Colorado's Division of Insurance for complaints about Allstate claims denied, finding comments like this. In Greeley, when I ask for answers on why they're not covering the roof, they're very vague on the subject. In Highlands Ranch, all of my neighbors have had new roofs from these storms. I have been denied 3 times. And in Lakewood, I would urge Dora to take a very hard look at Allstate's practices. All of these people received a payout from Allstate after their complaints. In fact, over the past year, of the 40 closed case summaries we reviewed, 25% resulted in Allstate paying the consumer from $1,500 to $26,000. But in many cases, the investor could not resolve the dispute, stating here, "We do not have authority to compel a company to adjust the claim decision."
Should the state do more to protect consumers?
I think the state does a good job, a really good job with the tools they have.
Attorney Brad Levine specializes in bad faith insurance claims and says state regulators have limited power and mostly just facilitate communication.
Not unreasonably delay or deny.
So some consumers have to go to court. A 2008 Colorado statute requires insurance companies to not unreasonably deny or delay payment of claims, or they'll pay attorney's fees and double for damages.
So they know that there are penalties if they don't behave properly.
So we have the law.
Right.
Does that solve the problem?
It does not necessarily solve the problem, and the reason for that has to do with the costs that are involved.
That's the catch. These cases often go to federal court and can take years. Back in Loveland,
I imagine this could go on for Lord knows how long.
Brent is running out of patience. He just wants his property repaired. The peace and quiet he once felt, disrupted first by the storm and now the aftermath.
I think it's sad that Allstate's slogan is "you're in good hands," but the reality is you're not. It's just a gimmick.
After we reached out to Allstate about Brent's denied claim, he tells me Allstate called him and agreed to a generous payout. But he still thinks the denial and delays are a story that needs to be told. Allstate declined our request for an interview and did not comment about the state complaints. In a statement saying, "We conduct thorough reviews of each claim and address them according to each customer's policy. Regarding this specific claim, we worked with the customer and the claim has been fully resolved." For Denver 7 Investigates, I'm Jacqueline Allen.